Hello, welcome to the Herald-Journal newsroom. I'm digital editor Gabe Whisnant, joined by Alyssa Mulliger. Got Tim Kimsey behind the camera. We're going to talk a little bit about Alyssa's upcoming story on the expanding footprint of downtown. That story will be online soon and in print soon. You don't have to really necessarily be an expert on Spartanburg to drive around and see that there's a lot of development, there's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of construction, and whether that's right in the middle of downtown or on the outskirts of downtown, you kind of see a little bit of it everywhere, and that's what we want to talk about. So first and foremost, is there an expanding footprint to downtown, and how is that happening?
So, like Gabe mentioned, there's a couple different views of what's considered downtown. Generally, it's the area kind of bordering Morgan Square, some of the main thoroughfares. City leaders, though, in their master plan, they've kind of expanded it to include certain neighborhoods like Commerce Heights, South Commerce and Hampton Heights, and even up to parts of John B. White Sr. Boulevard. And the Chamber of Commerce also has been playing around with this idea that downtown can also really encompass some of the college campuses like Wofford and Converse. But to that point, some of these latest developments do appear to be kind of stretching the perimeters of downtown Spartanburg. A lot of developers, as well as city leaders, believe these projects are kind of boundary stretching, they say, and are kind of not only building up the edges, but also kind of feeding into the core of downtown.
Right. And to that point, it's not just about the edges of downtown, it's about, what's considered infill development, which fills in the gaps between some of these new structures, old structures, etc.
Right. So if we think about some of these boundary stretching projects, perimeter projects like the AC Hotel, or we've got towards the east side of downtown the new mixed-use development proposed on East Main and Pine with United Community Bank as
right.
that anchor tenant.
Right.
We've got a lot of things happening in the north side neighborhood which could help stretch. So all those things are as important as kind of fixing up some of these vacant or abandoned sites as well.
Right.
A vibrant downtown, from what city leaders say, as well as developers, includes filling in these spots that still exist around some of these newest projects.
So yeah, the shape and the look of downtown, especially with the Montgomery building and the AC Marriott, Og W. Smith, etc., is going to look a lot different in a matter of just a year. But let's look a little bit further than that. What do city leaders and these development folks think about the future, and will this continue to spur more development?
I think they'd say yes, definitely. Development and activity spurs more development and investment. So I think what you'll see is a lot of other sites come online. I think city leaders, developers, the chamber would all agree that some of these, especially outside investors,
right.
are coming into Spartanburg for the first time, seeing this activity and this growth, and it's only going to feed into more interest, maybe new construction or renovation of other historic sites or all kinds of things.
Right. And with one of the overall goals, of course, to increase the foot traffic of downtown, get more folks living here, working here, walking around, and spending money, and that's really what it's all about. That'll wrap it up. Look for Alyssa's story soon, and we'll see you next time.